Proportional reasoning is what we use a lot in chemistry and science classes in general. The idea is that if you have two measured properties and one goes up or down, you can figure out how much of the other property goes up or down. Take, for example, the properties of mass and volume. I have 1 milliliter of water, I put it on the balance, and it weighs 1 gram. Add a second milliliter, 2 grams, and a third milliliter, 3 grams, 3 grams. So based on this, I can guess that 100 milliliters would weigh 100 grams, and only half a milliliter would weigh only half a gram. So it's useful because I don't have to weigh out water to find its mass. I just look to see the volume in milliliters it takes up, and that's the number it weighs. This works because mass and volume are proportional. When one goes up, the other goes up, and when it goes down, the other goes down. Many properties are proportional, and we use the measurement of one to figure out the other. An interesting thing occurs if we measure two proportional properties of a substance and divide them. The result is a constant number. We call it the constant of proportionality. If we take water as an example, the picture shows some water with a mass on the balance of 13.72 grams and a volume from the scale on the graduated cylinder of 13.7 milliliters. We just divide them to find out the constant of proportionality. Some of the reasons these constants are important are shown in the rest of this table. First, they're intensive properties. They don't change with the amount of substance, so once measured, you have them forever. Many lists of constants of proportionalities are posted on the internet. They tend to get used a lot, so each constant of proportionality has a name. You need to remember that the constant of proportionality between mass and volume is called density. Also, many of these numbers will have a different value for each different substance. So if you measure the constant, you can identify the substance. Please remember, until your death, that the density of water is 1 gram per milliliter. It will solve many problems in your future. As a practical matter, once you have a constant of proportionality, it allows you to convert between three numbers, the constant and the two properties it is based upon. Finally, you will run into many graphs in your life that compare two different properties and that show a straight line relationship between them. Always remember that the slope of the line equals the constant of proportionality between the properties.